This is how you calculate your lifetime gross profit, otherwise known as your LTV, if you're a service-based agency with a reoccurring service. Over here, we're just getting your average retainer, minusing it from your cost of goods sold, and then dividing that by your churn. But this does not account for upsells. So how do you actually account for upsells when calculating your LTV? Fairly simple. You want to use a added LTV. And by the way, if you don't know your LTV, just take a second to pause and use the formula I just showed you a second ago to actually calculate it. Now that you've gotten your LTV, let's figure out how to actually account for upsells. And all this added LTV is your upsell take rate, so the percentage of people that are actually taking your upsell times by the upsell gross profit. So in this case, let's say I've run a marketing agency and one of the upsells I have is a call center, which 10% of all of my clients take on. I sell that upsell for 1,000 and it costs me 100 to actually fulfill. In this case, my added LTV would be 0.1 because 10% of people actually take up the upsell times by 1,000 minus 100, which is basically my upsell gross profit. Now that I've got my added LTV, all I need to do to calculate my total LTV is add my base LTV that I've got over here and add my new added LTV. And fairly simply, now I've accounted for upsells in my overall LTV calculation. Again, don't bother doing this if you don't already have your LTV, which if you don't, I've got plenty of videos going over that. Or you can just pause this video and use this very, very simple equation and example.